What's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Winchester here. It's Saturday, so I'm going to be singing you guys a song, but this song is dedicated to Cameron Boyce. It's a little late because I couldn't sing it without crying, but I think it's been long enough, so I'm just going to go ahead and try it. So, yeah. Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I hear it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Now tell me, what do you do up in heaven? Is there music? Is there art and invention? Tell me, are you happy? Are you more alive? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I'll bet it's so nice up in heaven since you arrived. Since you arrived. That took everything I had not to cry while I was singing it, because dude, Cameron Boyce was my whole entire childhood, man. I remember staying up all night watching Jessie, and my friend tried to show me Descendants, and then it was a sleepover. My friend tried to show me Descendants, and then I threw up everywhere and I had to go home. But it wasn't because of the movie, it was because I was sick. There was too much pizza. But she told me, she's like, don't watch it until I can watch it with you. So I hadn't watched it, or the second one or the third one, but I feel really bad now because, like, that could have been like my last chance to see it. He will be missed by a lot of people. I watched the reaction of Sky Jackson, Peyton List, Dove Cameron, and their reactions just broke my heart, because I can't say that I feel the same way because I didn't know him personally, but I technically grew up with him without growing up with him. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. I'm still, like, in shock about it, and whenever I see the Facebook posts, I'm just hoping and praying that it's just a hoax. You know, like how some celebrities have like a Wikipedia page written about them where they supposedly died but it's just for like publicity and for attention. I was really hoping that it was just that when my mom tagged me in it, but no, it was freaking everywhere, and a lot of celebrities were crying over it and tweeting it, so I knew that it was true. And sorry. Cameron Boyce was amazing, and his talent with acting and dancing and singing, I think he was in Descendants, so probably, I will definitely remember. And he better be on the Celebrity Wall of Fame or some Hall of Fame, Walk of Fame, whatever. He better be on one of those, because like, ugh. I'm trying so hard not to cry right now. I don't want to cry because, one, my makeup, and two, because I'm on camera. And I mean, that doesn't mean anything because I've cried on camera before, but I just don't want to do it, because if I start crying, then I'm never going to stop. So, but yeah, that, I just wanted to, say on the internet how I was feeling about Cameron Boyce, and just stop pretending like it didn't happen and just pay my respects. So, yeah. So that is why I decided to make this video. I could never do it without crying, so I was like, I'm just not gonna make it, because when I start talking about it, I'm gonna start crying. So I'm just not gonna do it. And then something came over me and I was like, yo, I need to do this, you know? So I did. And there's gonna be a lot of people that are saying like, oh, she was trying to cry, like she's trying to force a tear to come out. Like I've seen on some of my YouTube videos. If that's you that said that, fuck you. That's not true, okay? And I really don't want to cry right now, because I have somewhere to go, and I can't be crying in the restaurant, because if I cry, I'm not gonna stop crying. And as soon as I found out the death of Cameron, I was like crying myself to sleep, because I really hoped that it was a hoax, and I really, really wanted it to be a hoax. And so yeah, I cried myself to sleep that night, and then I cried the next morning. And then when I was in Texas and I was watching YouTube on the way to the hotel or whatever for like the 15-hour drive to the frickin' hotel, it was like I started sobbing in the car, because I saw an obituary of him, and I saw everybody's reaction and how it was everywhere, and it was like another reminder that it wasn't a hoax. So for those of you who don't know that Cameron Boyce passed away. But what's even more heartbreaking is the fact that he decided to move in with his best friend like a week before that, and he probably died with his best friend having to find him. And I just can't imagine, you know, like, I can't imagine that happening, because my best friend, first of all, and second of all, it's just like, you know, like, he was only like 20, and then he moved in with his best friend, and everything was like looking up for him, and then his life ended. And it's just like how can anybody be so cruel to just like take his life away, you know? And I think you guys know who I'm talking about. But like, how can anyone be so cruel to just let his life start and then just be like, oh, no, we don't need him anymore, you know? Like, what damn it, I told you. But I can't imagine like moving in with my best friend and then either her having to find me or me having to find her. I just can't imagine that for either of us. Like, and then Karan had to experience that with Cameron, and I feel his pain. Like, I can't imagine. So, my condolences go out to the Boyce family and to his best friend. I can't pronounce his name. I'm sorry that I can't pronounce your name, but yeah. So my condolences go out to them, and to his best friend and to his other really good friends that reacted to his death and that had to get the news from somebody or from just a source on the internet. You know, I hope to God that anybody who knew him personally was told by his parents instead of having to find out on the internet, you know? Like, I really hope that was the case for them. And, not the internet part, but somebody that knew him personally telling them, you know? And, if there is a God out there, I hope that he's with him and he's in a better place, and that's what the song that I sang was about. So, sorry, I'm drawing on the name trigger video thing so that way I don't keep crying, but, yeah, so, sorry, it calms me down. I have to gain my composure. Okay, I think it worked. Okay, so I didn't exactly cry, but I came close. Like, I had a tear like right here, and I was like, oh God, I should stop. Like, please. So, I didn't cry, but I came close. But my point is, my condolences to his family and his friends, and rest in peace, Cameron, and, you will be remembered for not just your talent, but who you were as a person. And, even though I didn't know you personally, but I grew up watching your shows, and you, like, YouTube videos of you meeting your fans and just how you just embraced them and how you would talk about them is just amazing. And it's very rare to find in celebrities nowadays for people to care that much about their fans and not be an asshole, basically. Well, I mean, nice people are a rarity in itself, but, like, nice celebrities is even more rare. And you were one of those, like, 3% of nice celebrities, and you will be remembered for that, but also for your talent, but not just your talent. And I love you, and we all love you, and I'm sorry that you had to go so young, but if heaven is real and you're in heaven right now, then I hope you're happy, and I hope that you dance in the sky with the angels. You be the best dancer out of all of them. So, I didn't exactly write a speech down, I kind of came up with that in my head, but we love you, and rest in peace. And again, I'm so sorry to his family and to his friends. I don't know how they would be watching this, but, you know, just in case. And yeah, so rest in peace, Cameron. And for those of you who are watching, I love you guys. And for those of you who didn't know, I'm sorry that you had to find out from me. If you are a fan and you had no idea that he passed away, and you're watching this video and you just found out like right now, I'm sorry that you had to find out from me. And for those of you who did already know, I'm sorry that you had to find out on the internet, you know, and I'm sorry that this happened. And yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. And if you guys are really sad about this, I'm here for you. And we can all help each other and lift each other up in this sad event, in this sad time. So, shut up, I'm making a video. I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. Kate Winchester out. Hasta la bye-bye. God bless your nutty little hearts. And don't forget to go nuts.